Now, before we get into the video, I just want to state that I am not a furry. Yes, I may have drawn multiple furry drawings in the past, and yes, I am currently following multiple furry artists on Twitter, but that doesn't make me a furry. If I had a furry, however, I'll be, hey, no, put that back, put that away. I'm not ready to show that yet. That ain't mine. Yeah, who would want to be a cool shark? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Shout out to SkaisaTheDutchie for making me my persona. I really like it. Now that we're done talking about me being a furry, let's focus on this video's main topic. So, a while back, I took some time to explore my own Twitter page, as you do when you're bored. I was looking through my art posts, and I've been noticing that my furry art does a lot better than my regular art. Now, I want to state that I am not complaining about the amount of likes an art piece get. Instead, however, I am more curious on why does it do better, even when they're the same level of quality. Now, before we go forth, I would appreciate a small like and maybe subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers before my birthday, which is the 28th of this month. So if you want to help, you know what to do. And now that I'm done shamefully promoting myself, let's head straight into the world of furry art and artists. Now, before we start talking about furry art, we should first clarify about what a furry actually is. Now, a furry is someone who enjoys anthropomorphic animals, either in the form of art or in other ways like making and wearing fursuits. I'm also throwing scalies and other kind of species under the category of furries to stop some confusion that may occur. Now, you may have likely seen a furry more than once if you've been on the internet long enough. Many popular characters are furries, for example, Luna from Hell of a Boss, Legoshi from Beastars, Shiru from BNA, and a lot more. The subculture isn't that big. Yeah, not big at all. Jokes aside, however, there are so many people who are furries. Furries, in fact, probably have the largest subculture from what I have personally seen. Now, enough explaining, let's get down to the main focus of the video. Now, as someone who's been around the furry fandom for some time, I have to say that it's a lot easier to get into than a lot of other communities and fandoms. For example, when it comes to the anime community, you will surely find people who do share the same interests, but you'll also get a lot of arguing about which anime is better, which character is stronger, etc. And also some other things I wish not to get into. I will say that the anime community is not the only place that has drama. Every other community does, including the furry fandom. However, the furry fandom drama isn't as high to a degree. Another thing I want to add is that the furry fandom is also very welcoming for newcomers and very supportive of one another. A lot of furries are actually LGBTQ+, so it's a safe place for anyone who wants to be part of it. You don't even need a persona to be considered part of the furry fandom. Just simply showing your respect and support will be enough to show that you appreciate them. This is probably a good reason why furry art is so well liked. Simply sharing an interest is enough to get a random person to like your art, and maybe even a follow if you're lucky enough. I believe a reason why furry art is so well liked is because how oftenly they look cute. For example, let's say the king from the Owl House. He's small in stature and he's really fluffy, but he also tries to give off a really intimidating and royal vibe. But that just makes him even cuter. You can't take him seriously. And that's another thing about furries. Furries have features that make them more interesting to look at. Either it be to make them more cute or an attempt to make them more scary. They got big ears, tails, a snout, big eyes, and of course, fur. These traits attract attention because these aren't exactly things we see on the bases. They also serve as a great base for character design. They already have a good amount of things going on for them. So for that, you can either just decide to leave them as they are, take away from them, or just simply add on upon them. There's really no wrong answers to it. I'm not sure if it's me, but I feel like there are way more furries in the media than first glance. I mean, look at popular shows and games like Hell of a Boss, which has Luna, Deltarune, which has Rousey, kinda. Terraria has the zoologist, and both B and A and Beastar's main focus are literally the furries. I mean, to be exact, the focus is on the kind of animals they are, but that's not the point I'm trying to get at. I'm not gonna add Disney or any other similar stuff since they use animals without the intention of making them furry-like. Animal Crossing's whole theme is building a town, but instead of people, you have cute animals that inhabit your town. Now, I know that Pokemon isn't even remotely close to a furry game, but you have to consider that there's a lot of Pokemon that people consider furry bait, like Lucario or Zoroark. Even if a game isn't about furries but can still somewhat fall into the furry category, then most people might consider it a furry game. However, most people will likely just call out the characters more than the whole game. Besides that small note, furries are also appearing more in media, making it easier for furries in general to be noticed, but also giving artists more characters to make fan art of. I don't think people notice just how powerful fan art actually is to a community. Let's say, for example, that you're making art of Rousey from Deltarune. You'll be gaining the attraction of those who enjoy Deltarune, Rousey, and furries, just because furries will consider Rousey to be one. Even if a furry wasn't aware of who Rousey was, they still might like them solely because they're cute. Then we have shows whose whole purpose is about furry characters in the story. Zootopia, BNA, Beastars, all of their stories have something relating to the kind of animals they are. Media is a lot more powerful if you really sit down and think about it. Now, I'm sure it's obvious for some, but for those who aren't aware, furries have a lot of, how do I put it, suggestive and not safe for work content. And what I mean by a lot, I really do mean a lot. Note that I am not someone who personally consumes this kind of content. I am mainly looking at this from a professional standpoint. Now, from my personal experience, a lot of furry art tends to be a bit more curvy than other kinds of art I've seen. Remember that drawing something curvy does not exactly mean suggestive or explicit content. It's just the way how it's presented will then define if it falls into those categories. There's also a large amount of fetish art, which I definitely won't be getting into as I do not want to talk about that. But I'm just gonna end this section quickly. But just remember, people like curvy things. Hi,
Um,
hello, this is Yoshi, and we're gonna be interviewing.
hi, me. Hi, I'm Skyza. Yeah, fucking
Oh,
or
okay.
stuff.
I'm so happy I don't take myself too seriously. So, would you mind explaining a little bit about yourself?
I like what? Like I like long walks on the beach or something.
No, like art wise. Art wise.
I draw interesting stuff. We like to do fun art. I mostly draw my friends, Sona and Shake, and I draw furry art mainly.
Alright. So, what are your takes about furry art?
It's fun to draw. I like it.
Okay, okay. So, do you think furry art is more popular than like regular art, or do you think they're around the same popularity?
More popular? No. More lucrative? Yes. If you draw furry art, people are gonna pay you way more, and that's just a fact of life.
Okay, what else do you have to say about like furry art? Do you believe that like media also has a big part onto it?
Um, like shows and stuff, or like
Yeah, yeah,
pop.
shows and stuff.
Well, you see, with people like companies like Disney and stuff, where half of their like things are furries, even though they're like technically not, they are. Um, then yeah, I'd say it plays a big part in it.
Okay, okay. Thanks for joining in the interview. Uh, you want to promote yourself?
Check me out on Instagram. I post there occasionally. I have a webcomic. It's called Head Over Heels. Go read it, please. I spend several hours on it. It has some pretty okay art. At SkaisaTheDutchie on Instagram, and the Head Over Heels on Webtoon or Tapas. Go go check those out, friends.
They're a really good artist, so I really do recommend them.
Thank you
Um,
for interviewing me.
yeah, that's about it. Any last notes you want to say?
Fucking ooh. If you need to
All right.
censor me out, you can.
No, I don't think I'm gonna censor anything out.
Uh,
I'm gonna keep
yeah.
this part in too.
Okay. So what you're gonna do right now is you're gonna put a picture of my cat. I'm gonna send you a picture of my cat who's sleeping right now. Okay.
Okay.
And you're gonna put that on screen. And if you don't, I'll be very upset.
Okay. Okay. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
So these are why I believe that furry art is more popular, or at least around the same popularity as any other kind of art. Remember that this is solely my opinion. So before you start saying anything, make sure to form your opinion too about this topic. Remember, think for yourself first before thinking about, well, another person's view. Hello everyone, and thanks for watching till the end. I've been trying a bit harder to improve the level of quality for my videos so that they are more easier to watch. I also want to give a big shout out to SkaisaTheDutchie again for making my persona and also taking part in the video. Make sure to check out their work because they're a very skilled artist. And while you're at it, make sure to like and subscribe my video if you enjoyed them. If you don't, don't worry. But if you do, however, turn on that notification. I don't post that often, so knowing when I do post a video will be very beneficial for you. With that being said, thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye bye.